ready?
Think so.
We got a hard 30.
So when do I go? Camera 1.
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We won't even do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just start.
Give me the big opening.
Boom! What is up, everybody? Matt and Matt back in HQ with another episode of Matt and Matt Chats.
Episode 53.
Woo!
We got
I'm excited.
New board. We got a new board.
Hello. New board.
Do you want me
Wow.
to describe it? Because
Yeah.
I did the new board. I don't know if you want me to.
You first of all, you take over everything. I try and help, and you're like, I'll do it better than him. Ecto facto, here you go. This board looks great.
Do you think it looks better than what you did?
You just have nicer handwriting than me.
You didn't answer the question.
It looks okay.
Okay.
We'll discuss it at the next one.
Thank you.
Okay, so go ahead. So show them what you got.
AP1. I don't know if you noticed or not, but Albert Pujols hit a home run.
It barely went over. You know, this much is a lot to some people.
Did he get to run around? That's a lot to you, apparently, from a couple episodes ago. Did he get to run around the bases and go to home plate and score a run?
Technically.
So it's a home run.
Right. So we have 1.
AP1. 19 to go.
19 to go. On pace, though, he's playing 2 of every 6 games. So that means you only have 70 games left. Or no, 50 games left.
Well, that's fine. I'll
take
good
luck. It. Okay, so we got our counter over here.
Yep.
Episode 53.
Yep.
Love that. Subs went up. That's good.
Not quite as many as you were hoping, but
okay. But what's the percentage? I mean, it's a huge percentage. We're talking 10%.
So it went up 2, and you think that's huge?
We're talking percentages again. You think that 2
Albert
is just not a lot.
Albert Pujols hits 1 home run, and you don't think that's a lot, though. So your percentage, you can only have it one way.
We're gonna keep going with the subs. We're gonna keep going. Okay, keep going.
So if we look over to the right, as we promised, if you request to get your name on the board,
we do it. We deliver.
Your name on the board.
We deliver. We just don't know when this is gonna go up on YouTube. It'll go up eventually.
Right. Wait a second. Is that a dig at me?
No.
Okay.
I know
when it goes up on YouTube, you know that our number 1 request, David Jane, call out.
Right.
And then whenever we saw that, my wife Courtney was like, well, I shared. I want to be on the board. I said, you know what, honey?
Then you're on the board.
If you want to be on the board, then you're on the board.
And I think, okay, so I just listened.
She's on the board of directors, so she might as well be on the board.
That's a good point. So I just listened to the last episode again because I love listening and re-listening to the episodes because they're so funny.
And you love the sound of your own voice.
And one thing that we did say is, let's just say something nice about David Janes because his name is up on the board. That's great. He did request it. But first of all, David Janes, I mean, one of the best guys I know.
Oh, of course. You know what? To say something nice about David Janes, you're not going to hang out with David Janes and not have a good time.
Oh, my gosh. For sure.
If you're hanging out with him, fun will ensue.
It's in the Janes last name. They're always having fun.
You can't spell Janes without F-U-N.
That's exactly right. So
exactly right.
And then do we say something else about your wife?
I say nice things about my wife all the time.
Okay, that don't need to be repeated on here.
Let's just say that instead of saying something nice about my wife, I'll do something nice for her a little later.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get right into it because you know that one of the things we're doing this season is trying to get our times
hard 30.
Hard 30. Well, where'd my arm go? There it is.
A hard 30. And just let me tell you we've been failing miserably.
That last episode was an hour.
That's way different than a hard 30.
Right.
Your hard 30s can't be loose 60s.
So we got at least two really good topics for this week's show.
So we're going to jump right in.
I'm going to jump right in. I'm jumping.
First.
Watch me. I'm jumping.
First, you're going to Hawaii, right?
I am. Aloha, brother.
Aloha, brother. And to go to Hawaii, you are required to do what? Have your ID.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I have my passport. So my passport gets me there.
Yeah, but you still, whenever you travel somewhere, you need your ID to travel. That's just basic understanding.
That's true.
You realize that you're going to need your ID. What about when you go to the hotel? Your hotel's going to require you to have an ID. Or what about like just the different things? What if you want to buy a beer while you're in Hawaii? Sir, I need to see some identification.
Passport works for all that.
Oh, I don't have any identification.
No, I do. The best identification that you can possibly have is the passport.
Except what?
Except driving.
Oh, so no, wait, hold on. Okay, with that logic, then you're fine and you don't even need it. So you're good to go.
So this is what happened. Let me just tell you really quick. This is what happened. The other week, I had my ID, and I took it out to give it to the guy at the sports book. Okay?
Because you're a degenerate gambler.
I look over 21, okay? Especially with this beard, okay? I look over 21. You don't have to ask me for my ID, okay?
Now that baseball cap. Oh, and don't try and be getting in on my hat game. You don't need to wear a hat. I don't know that I need that.
I was actually looking through all the hats, and it's gonna get wild. Just to let you know. So
I'm the hat guy. I'm Hat Matt. You're not Hat Matt.
Okay. So
just so you know that this is the last episode I want to see you with a hat on. That's just what I'm saying.
Deal.
Okay.
So, and first of all, it's Casual Friday, right?
Okay, right.
You're in a nice casual, white button-up, polo shirt.
Maybe I'll go golfing later.
I'm in what am I wearing? Gray t-shirt?
Yep.
Right, gray t-shirt because we're off today, right?
Hey, Matt, that's a great t-shirt.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everyone else, we said, don't bother coming in today. The guys in accounting, the guys in HR, the guys in all of those places. We said, you know what? Take the day off.
We don't have any of those guys, so yes, that's right.
So, okay, back to the story.
Okay.
So I was at the sports book. The guy, for some reason, wanted to see my ID. I gave him the ID.
Shocker.
And then he said, oh my gosh, you're over 21. Way over 21, that I might add. And you're allowed in. I was like, sweet, this is super cool. Did my sports betting. Then 2 days later, I needed my ID for something. Couldn't find it. I'm going through all the normal places. I'm looking in my car. I'm looking in my pants pocket. I'm looking everywhere, right?
I bet I know where you didn't look.
Where?
The sports book.
Well, when they
go on.
Didn't look in the sports book because it's probably gone, right? It's gone. Like
no, they have your ID.
You think so?
And they'll keep that ID in like a lost and found or something. Yeah, I would guarantee that if you went to the sports book and said, "Hey, I left my ID here a couple weeks ago," they'd say, "Hold on," and they'd go, "Here's your ID."
Here it is. So
guaranteed.
I mean, what? After my haircut today, I'm gonna go check.
It'll be there.
If I have to start the next episode by saying I found my ID at the sports book, I'm gonna get embarrassed.
As opposed, that tracks. That's not a whole lot different than normal, but go ahead.
So then a couple days go by. And I'm kind of like skating by. Like, there's things I could do without my ID. And then I'm like, okay, well, I can't do this because I don't have my ID.
Right.
I'm having to kind of be flexible. Well, then which I think we're going to talk about right after this.
So you know you don't have your ID though.
It's right. It's gone somewhere.
But do you think that you might find your ID, or do you think that it might just pop up, or are you like, okay, I know that I've lost my ID and I know I need to get it, but I don't give a fuck.
Right. That one.
Okay.
That one. And
the most irresponsible one.
Right. And I'm like, but then like now a couple of days have gone by and I've actually done things like I went to the bar, I've went other places without the ID.
So you're in a situation where you're like, shit, I might never need my ID ever again in my life.
Right.
And
like,
I don't
why
even
would you ever need one of these? Right.
But here's the problem with your logic. You can do that right up until the time that you need your ID. And then you're fucked.
Right. And today's Friday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Places are, some DMVs, I guess, are maybe open on Saturdays. But definitely closed on Sunday for sure. And then I'm leaving on Monday.
To go to Hawaii. Aloha, brah.
And I have a rental car.
Yep.
You would definitely need it for that.
Well, why can't you just use your super passport?
It doesn't work for driving.
Exactly.
It doesn't work.
So what are you going to do?
So, actually,
go to the sports book. You can go to the sports book and just get your ID.
Right. So I'm going to try that after my haircut today. But I was in my house today. I was on my couch and I'm like, you know what? Oh shit, like I need a driver's license like ASAP. Like I need something that says, Matt Heaton, you're such a good driver that here, we're going to give you this little ID card that says approved.
You're allowed to drive whatever car you want.
Legally. Yes.
Legally.
And I just did that thing with my head where it's not straight.
Of course you did.
Okay, so I drive up to City Hall. City Hall has a DMV area. Okay.
Perfect.
And I get up to the doors and it says in this big billboard, it says virtual
Matt
lobby
Heaton is an idiot.
No. It says virtual lobby required.
What? Perfect. You're a metaverse guy, so this should be super easy for you.
That's true. So I get on the website, I type in my info, okay, on my phone, and I get in the virtual lobby. It's already it was maybe like 1:30, when I did this or whatever.
Okay.
We're supposed to record it too.
Mm-hmm.
I then, phone call you over. And I was like, hey, and like, can't imagine what you were thinking. I'm sure you were thinking like, oh, maybe he wants to record early, maybe.
Trust me, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking, here we go. I guess we're not doing an episode this week. That's exactly what I was thinking.
First of all,
this must mean he's not going to be recording today.
I want to say that we're probably, 6 or 7 episodes in a row, weekly now?
Okay. You could say that if you want.
Oh, right. I mean, I'm probably there. So I get in the virtual lobby. Okay. And I'm number 11 on the driver's license thing. And I'm like, okay, this isn't going to take that long because it's only driver's license. Like we're not doing like, what do you call them? Like vehicle registrations. We're not doing any of that crap, right?
So it's only strictly driver's license.
Perfect. Okay. It should go quick because it says very clearly on the website what you need to get a driver's license.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Bills, your passport, social security card, like whatever it is. Okay. It's very clear.
Okay.
And it should just be, here's all my items. Like here they are.
Give me my license.
Right. Well, how long do you think it took for 10 people ahead of me?
An hour.
Yeah, like an hour and 15 or hour and 20 minutes.
Right.
That means...
is that when you listen to the podcast again? Because you had that much time.
No. But that means people are spending 10 minutes up at this window or so.
The virtual window.
Well, the virtual lobby turns into a real window.
Oh,
which is
okay.
crazy to think about. I mean, if you really think about it, going from the metaverse to out.
Right.
But why should it take that long? Because people aren't prepared. People aren't ready. People are not like me. I got all my stuff. Like, I'm ready to go.
Right.
If you could just say, okay, who's ready to go? Here's a line. Who thinks they're ready to go? Everyone else is over here.
Here's another line.
Right.
Okay.
Because by the time I got up there,
Yeah.
guess how long it took?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Oh, shit. I just hit my monitor.
Oh my gosh.
No, you're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
2 minutes. And another thing I don't really get is I had the Real ID. Do you have the Real ID?
No.
Okay. I don't really know what it's for. They basically say it's more secure. Like they want to make people use it for like air travel or whatever. But the passport trumps it all, right? The passport's, the greatest thing ever invented. But
Except for driving.
And so I already had a Real ID, and it basically just means that you provided like an extra bill that shows your address or your social
Okay.
or whatever, right? And that's
Yep.
basically it. So anyways, I go up there. I already have one, right? I just can't find it. So I say I need a replacement, or I need, like a duplicate or whatever. But I
That
already
should be
have
even easier.
I already have a Real ID.
Right.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
She's like, okay, well, I need all your stuff. I'm going to go, here's my passport. Greatest document ever invented. Oh, no. We may have lost Matt.
I lost you.
Matt is in the metaverse. Don't know what he's doing right now.
Can you hear me?
I wonder if I should
can
continue
hear
with
you.
the story, or I wonder what the editor would want me to do.
I
was
can
kind
hear
of in a
you.
groove right there.
I can hear
Ima?
you.
What are you thinking?
Oh, I can see
Okay,
you.
Matt's talking with no voice.
I can see you.
Listen, if you don't like my stories, just tell me. You don't have to leave.
Okay, I'm back.
Where was I? I was at the counter.
Getting
I
a
finally get
replacement.
up there. I finally get
Getting
up
a
there.
replacement.
I give her my passport. And I said, hey, listen, I need a replacement Real ID because that's what I already have. They already
Right.
scanned in all my documents before. It's the government. They have it. They know who you are. They know what I had for breakfast this morning. They know. And I hand her the passport. And then she goes, okay, now I need to see your other documentation. I give her my pay stub. And I give her my AT&T phone bill because that's what's required. Like something with your social on it. And then also a bill that shows your residency. Okay?
Mhm.
And she goes, oh, for the Real ID, these have to be paper.
What?
And I go, that doesn't make any sense. I go, you already have my other documents that you scanned in for the Real ID. And like, not that the Real ID even matters, but it's the principle of what we're doing.
Right.
And she goes, no, you have to get the regular ID. And I'm like, fine, give me the regular ID, even though I already have everything that you want me to give you right here on my phone. It's right here.
And you even have a Real ID already.
Right.
And you just need a replacement.
Right.
So they should just give you the other Real ID that you've already earned.
Right.
But they didn't.
Instead, she was like, I mean, I'm sure she's a nice lady, but she was a stereotypical DMV worker.
Right.
She has like no
rules
emotion.
Are rules.
Right. No, I can't do that, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever, fine. It was $20. So I, throw the $20 in the, window. She takes the
$20 into the window?
Yeah, because she said it was $20. So I give her the $20. I'm thinking that they're going to just like print off my ID right there.
Right.
And just give it to me. Oh, no. Everything is super slow with the government. 7 to 10 business days will mail you one.
Are they going to mail it to you in Hawaii?
No, but then they give me this like temporary driver's license ID. And it says, thank goodness it says valid to drive. And at the rental car company anyways, my profile has my driver's license number and all that stuff already pre-plugged in.
Mm-hmm.
because I've given that to him before, and this temporary ID matches, what's in the system, obviously. So I mean, it should work. I'll let you know if I get to Hawaii and I can't get a car. That will be super funny.
That'll be awesome.
For the show.
Yeah, they won't take the temporary
for the show. And then so anyways, and that still only took 2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
And at the end, I go, "Hey, this is probably the shortest interaction you've had all day, And she goes, "Uh-huh." And I freaking leave. And it gets on my nerves.
Just so you know,
yes,
the 2-minute interaction that you had at the DMV,
yep,
took you 30 minutes to describe because we're done. We're out of time.
We're out of time already?
We're out of time already.
Well, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna hit the music.
Just like that?
Just like that. That's it.
Are we maybe gonna do some more later and then maybe put it on this one?
No, that's it.
This is it?
30 minutes, bro.
Dang.
Right? That's why we do longer.
Yeah, we do.
You got to go get your haircut anyway. It's 3:51.
Do I have to? No, actually, I really need it. I really need to get my haircut. So,
especially if you're going to Hawaii.
Right. I'm getting it. First of all, my beard has been getting a little shaggy.
All right.
Does it? You're cutting me off?
Stop the record.
No, we have to say hit the music.
We already did.
Oh wait, you're just going to cut all this extra stuff that I've been saying?